All right, everyone, we're back here again. It's gonna be a little different this week. My 2002 Grand Cherokee decided to potentially frag a power steering pump. Not 100% certain. Fluid everywhere. It's all over my belt inside the Jeep. I'm still leaking a little bit too, even though there's literally almost no fluid left in the power steering pump. But this is my 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee named Lazarus. Bought it about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Lifted, got some newer Jeep Wrangler JK wheels on it. Those have got to go. I want to get some probably 33s on a 16 by 8, something like that for it eventually. But this is my 2002 Grand Cherokee. We picked up for I think $700. It had a fire in the dash. As you can see, my upper cowl here is just completely melted and distorted. You know, I could have got a new one. I could have gone to the junkyard, grabbed another one, but I just kind of felt like, you know, staying true to the whole Lazarus name and being resurrected from the dead and whatnot. And wanted to keep some of the stuff from when it caught on fire. But inside the Jeep, luckily I've got my glove box out right now because I was trying to figure out why my air conditioning is not working. But floor's melted. It's got a new HVAC unit in it. I think that's partially what's going on. I think I'm missing some of these valves for the HVAC unit. I think that's why it's not working. So I'm gonna have to pull my dash back out again, and I don't really want to do it, so I've just been suffering with no AC. But I'm thinking the blower motor caught on fire because the original dash was, or the original, not the original dash, this is the original dash. The original HVAC unit was missing this, like pretty much from this back half here. It was just gone. It was melted all over the carpet. That's why the carpet's cut. But that's not what we're worrying about today. Today we're gonna worry about this this mess we got going on here. We've got, I don't know if you can see it or not, my shadow's getting all in the video. There's power steering fluid all over the place in here. This back side of my belt is just sticky and tacky. There's power steering fluid all over my alternator. It's just, there's bits of belt speckled everywhere because, you know, power steering fluid's hydraulic fluid, and it just starts deteriorating that rubber, and it just throws it everywhere. So we are going to be starting out replacing this upper high pressure line first, seeing if that solves my problem. I'm really hoping that the seals in this thing just went bad, or this line's just bad. I've got another one sitting right here. I'm really hoping that's what the problem is that it's just this line that's bad and it's leaking. Because I don't know if you can really tell or not, but it's not, Jeep did not make it easy to get these. Well, I'll go look at Genesis real quick. It's all out in the open. So if you look over here at Project Genesis power steering pump, it's just not, it's not in a good place. It's not easy to get to. There's nothing easy about it. I don't know exactly how to get this power steering pulley off. I'm sure I could figure it out. I probably got the tools for it. But my plan is to just start with replacing this upper line, putting some power steering fluid in it, and hoping, and putting a new belt on it. Serpentine belt's getting replaced. I've got a new belt as well. I've actually got I've got full power steering repair kit because I've got to pull this reservoir off and put it on the new pump. I've got a new rebuilt pump, new belt, new line. I bought the rebuild power steering repair kit because I'm 100% certain what all seals this stuff was going to come with, and every bit of it came with the seals needed to be replaced, outside of the stuff to put to put this reservoir on the other pump. So I'm glad I got that because I'll have the seals I need to do that if I have to do that. I'm really hoping I won't have to, and I can either just put these on the shelf with all the other Jeep parts that are in my garage, or send them back. Wasn't a lot of money. I buy most of my stuff, this isn't paid by any means, but I buy most of my stuff from Rock Auto. It might not be the best quality products all the time, but you know what, it's cheap and gets the job done. I don't make $1 million a year. I'm not a huge YouTuber, obviously, and I don't make a ton of money, so I have to save money somewhere. We're gonna get to work on Project Lazarus and see if we can get this power steering pump fixed. At some point we will have to take a break and go get power steering fluid, because I'm pretty certain I don't have any in my garage. It's been a long time since I've had a Jeep with a power steering problem. Anyway, we'll probably prop this camera up somewhere a little closer to what we're doing, unlike last time, and probably go and do a time lapse. I'm thinking I'm gonna set it over here on the battery bud. Heck yes.
Is there anything I can do over here? I know that bolt
you
size.
can make sure follow this line down, because it goes into the bottom of the radiator or bottom of this fan shroud. For whatever reason, I still don't understand why Jeep in all their infinite wisdom decided that Grand Cherokees needed to have a power steering cooler built into the radiator fan, but the Dodge Rams don't have it, and none of the other Jeeps have it. It doesn't make any stinking sense. It might be the same size. I guess the easiest way to figure it out would probably be to just use that line.
Is this the bottom one right here?
The hard line is the long hard line is the bottom line. The short hard line is the top.
Where's that first one you were using?
It's in my hand. Does it look like it's the same size?
It looks thicker, but it might be just the same size.
Well, that could have different size wrenches
It's
altogether.
smaller.
Okay.
It's smaller than this one.
Try that one real quick. Yeah, same size. Okay. No, you can't do anything right now then. This is only 7/8 we have. And it's not actually 7/8, it's like...
Is that one of your first tools?
This specific wrench, I believe, your mom, when we were in Arizona visiting, your mom went to a yard sale with Grandma Sandy, and they had a toolbox there that they were selling with all the tools, and Mom got a real good deal on it. It was full of wrenches and sockets.
Like these ones? All the beat up ones?
Yeah, all the real old beat up looking ones. That's what a lot of my tools in my toolbox are from, actually. It was a full, complete toolbox. The toolbox obviously fell apart over the years, and it's been replaced 2 or 3 times, but, well, I've been sitting there screwing on that and it was loose. So follow this line. It's this one right here.
Oh, not right here. It's, wait, which one are you touching?
This one.
Oh, that one.
It's gonna be really freaking tight. And remember, you're going left.
Opposite from where my left hand is.
Yeah, so you're gonna be pushing away from yourself, not pulling toward yourself. And you're gonna wanna make sure that box, or that bucket, gets underneath there relatively quickly, because that line's gonna be full of fluid. Well, you gotta break it loose first. It's gonna be in your way.
Push?
It should be, no, sorry, I was wrong. You're gonna pull towards yourself. So we got top line off. Top line's removed.
Can I get my
And, yeah, go for it. Get whatever you need. If you need leverage, get leverage. That's a really short wrench. So Andrew's under here right now. This Jeep's been... It's been interesting. I should have started filming with this Jeep, to be honest. It was a lot of fun for all of us tearing it all apart, and it would have helped a lot to have videos to put it back together. There's a lot of times where we were like, where does this go? And we had no idea. Oh man, there's power steering fluid everywhere under here. So this thing already has an adjustable track bar. I'm not sure what lift is on it. I'm not sure how big the lift is. You just hit yourself in the face. You might get another wrench instead so it locks in. So I got it on the road, I registered it, started driving it, and it developed a death wobble that's worse than any Jeep death wobble I've ever experienced in my life. So we ended up, you're gonna use the boxed in, nope, other side. And the line I'm taking off right now really looks like it's the culprit. But I do have a clunking somewhere in my steering system and I cannot figure out where it is. All the tie rods are new, inner, outer,
What the heck?
all of them are new. You're not doing it right. There you go. Keep spinning it around. You got to get it past the track bar, on the top of the track bar. There you go. Now lock it in. You're not locked in. You got to get it to where it's like in the center of both wrenches. There you go. Now you're locked in and you can push or pull. I think should be going counterclockwise, so you should be pushing.
This is like the biggest struggle.
Now you gotta flip it and put it on the other. There you go. Oh, no. Yep. Nope. I don't know if you can see this or not, but the struggle is real right now. He's trying to figure out how to do. There you go. There you go.
I have to go the other way.
Right. So get it pushed all the way down. Lock it in. There you go. Now you can push. That's a trick my old man taught me way back in the day. Come on, muscles. Don't break it.
It won't move.
Alright, hold on. You take the camera.
I can't do it upside down.
You take the camera, I'll break the line this. That's tight. Oh, there we go. Once it breaks free, it breaks free.
Under the Jeep it's cooler.
Yeah, it's way cooler because it's in the shade. I'm about to get rained on. Well, we gotta figure out. There's a little bracket up there, and I'm not entirely certain how to open it. So this again is the high pressure line. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Out of the ridiculous power steering cooler that this Jeep doesn't need. I'm telling you guys right now, if this Jeep stays around, which we haven't completely decided yet, we may end up selling it. If this Jeep stays around, I may delete this factory power steering cooler bull crap that they got going on here, because this is absolutely ridiculous and unnecessary. It can run straight to that power steering gearbox over there, and it won't hurt a darn thing.
Why do they cool it?
Well, you want to. I mean, I get it for off-roading purposes. Like having the extra cooling in your steering's great because you don't start getting any fade or anything like that. But it's power steering. Like Cherokees don't have it, Wranglers don't have it. I don't know if the new ones do or not, but the old ones don't have it. Oh, of course there's got to be a sensor in there too. That's great. It's so much cleaner under this Jeep. Genesis is nasty compared to this thing.
While we're down here, we might as well check to see if it has the skid plate thing.
I got the hole, but it doesn't have the hardware, so we're gonna have to pull the hardware out of one in the junkyard probably.
Yeah.
Because I think when I pulled that skid plate off my Jeep in England, I think I'll put the bolts back in it. I don't think I have the bolts anymore. It might be in my toolbox too. There's a very good possibility there's bolts that'll fit in my toolbox. Since I'm apparently a bolt hoarder. I think most mechanics are. Alright, now to figure out how to get this line out of there. I don't want to. I'm comfy. Still need to do the motor mounts on this thing.
Would you put a new bumper on it? It needs a new bumper.
It doesn't need a new bumper.
Zip ties is the answer.
This thing don't need a new bumper, it just needs
some zip ties.
It needs an aftermarket bumper. Canada.
So we got some Canadian hardware.
By Gray. Oh.
Shout out to all you Canadians.
Alright, now to figure this little clip out. I see. I see what's going on here. What I see is Do you know where my little green pry tool is?
No, that thing always just like, oh, wait.
I see it!
Morning. Why do you always work on cars in white shirts? I don't know. Every time.
I'm trying to decide if it would be easier to just open this thing. There we go. Boom. Line is free. Mine is not free. Okay. Mine is free. Oh yeah, these, I can't tell, man. I really can't. I mean, this seal's rolled up, but that's my suspicion right there. Is if you, all that buildup right there, it's right on the line, and all the buildup on the pump is right in that same spot. So I don't know. Hopefully this is it. Genesis, hold this. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. All right. So, new line. First and foremost, what we want to do is get our O-rings. Why did it come with a plug? That's really weird. Very important with O-rings to lubricate them before you go threading them into anything or pushing them down into anything, especially when you're dealing with like your O-rings for like your injectors. They'll just, if you try to just push them in dry, they'll tear instantly. See what these instructions. Installation of O-ring. They must be installed. To install, see, look, step 1, lubricate O-rings with power steering fluid.
Well, we have plenty of power steering fluid.
I got something I can stick my finger in right there. It says clean power steering fluid. Well, guess what? This is
clean.
This is just as clean as what would come out of the bottle. No, it's not. That's not true. That's okay. Every little thing is gonna be all right. Okay, now to run this guy back in there. Nope, not yet. Let me get the top side started.
See if the clunking's going after this.
It won't be. The clunking doesn't have anything to do with the pump. The clunking, I think, has something to do with my gearbox, steering gearbox. Here's the wrench we were using.
Oh, you cleaned it off, I think.
Oh yeah, it's right here. Great for my neighbor trying to sell their house. Me out here working on my Jeep in my driveway.
I can't pull it down and get it under at the same time. Oh, there we go. So to pull back, go down. Ow. Because wasn't it like behind this one? Where? Is there a tool that does this automatically?
You son of a monkey's uncle. Dripping on my shirt.
I don't think there could be a tool that does this automatically.
No. Well, I mean, you could use like an O2 sensor wrench or something like that.
Or like
O2 sensor wrenches have like a cutout on the side of them, but it still wouldn't.
Doesn't Snap-on have like these speed wrenches?
Probably.
They're like, it's a weird looking wrench.
It looks like my, yeah, they do.
Supposedly they're really bad.
They're terrible.
But for working on cars that have some uses.
Yeah, they just don't grab well. The finger's not very long on it. It's got like a little, it looks like that instead of being like a full,
so it can
it's got
spin
like
back.
so it can rotate back, yeah. And it's just not, I don't know, I could end up getting flamed for saying that, but I'm not a big fan of them. I've got a set of Craftsman ones that do that same thing, and I'm not a big fan.
Like, I can't get it anymore. Is it supposed to go all the way in?
No, it goes till it stops, till it's tight.
So I did pretty
Like
good.
that. Yeah, you got it pretty dang tight. Alright, that's tight enough for that. Let's get out from under this power steering disaster under here.
Why is this one so much thinner?
You're going around there.
Can't get it.
Flip the wrench.
That sounds like it's way too far out, but
No, that was actually really far out last time too. Make sure it's tight. Come on, just get in there. It should be all right.
alright, so that's now in.
Yep. So now we need to get some power steering fluid. And then after that, run it, make sure it's not leaking, and then go from there. So this is gonna be it for now. We got this upper high pressure line replaced on Lazarus. We're gonna go get some power steering fluid, probably some dinner, and then we'll either be back again next week or tomorrow or tonight or something, or we'll see. But for now, yeah, we're gonna call it for this episode. So we'll see you guys again soon. Peace.